What is good, everybody? It is Sunday, July 13th, 2025, 5 p.m. That means it is time for film and box office news live with the Council of Comics. It's episode 145. We're going to talk about Superman. We're going to talk about Waiting to Exhale. We're back.
Yeah.
Right after this.
Day. Where are the heroes? Soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
What? Whoa. What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Council of Comics, the world's greatest comic book channel with the world's greatest comic book shows for the world's greatest comic book people. You trying to win the world's greatest monthly giveaway on one of the world's greatest live streams. The Council of Comics. And as always, Phil, Green Shirt Guy, C-Bizzle, and Cliff is somewhere beneath us. Somewhere out there. Hopefully he'll join us in time for his movie. How you guys doing today?
I am exhausted. I went to 2 grocery stores. So I'm tired.
Well, why?
Oh, I had to get food for the week.
Where'd you go? You always go to 2?
Mm-hmm. One have sales. One have great sales, which is Kroger, and then Walmart has the lower prices.
I do Price Chopper and then I do Walmart.
Yeah.
And as always, Clifford making his entrance because he likes to make an entrance. Welcome, Clifford. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm sorry I'm late, and it's not because I like to make an entrance. But
You do like to make an entrance, don't act like that.
I'm jealous, though. You have pizza? Oh, I'm jealous.
This is toast with butter and jam.
Oh, I'm not jealous anymore. Not at all.
I just had Mickey D's because my son wanted McDonald's, so I had to go grab him some.
Mickey D's. I remember the first McChicken. You remember the first McChicken? Before it became like that healthy McChicken and the yellow wrapper?
McDonald's brought back their chicken wraps.
Yeah, I know. I had some yesterday. They're still
Which one do you... Okay, let me ask you this. Did you get the spicy or regular?
I got the ranch one because I wasn't in the mood for spice, and I usually don't even really like ranch, but no, they're good.
Oh, I had the spicy. It was so good.
So is it
I had
spicy
both.
like the Wendy's chicken sandwich spicy, or
Yes.
okay,
On par with that
yeah,
kind
I
of
just
spice.
wasn't in the mood.
Yeah. What'd you say, Cliff?
I had both.
What you think? Spicy or ranch?
At the end of the day, spicy for me. Spicy.
Okay. Same.
All right. Okay. It's Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody out there. It's a somewhat big Sunday. We got our movie of the week, which is Waiting to Exhale, starting off Cliff's trilogy, Angela Bassett. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show. We're going to go over the box office in a minute, and then we're going to have ourselves a Superman spoiler review. We'll take about 10, 15 minutes or so, and I'll give everybody a couple minutes to give their brief individual review of it, and then we'll have about a couple minutes of us just going back and forth about the movie.
And
All
I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to see it tomorrow.
Huh?
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Don't feel bad. I haven't seen it yet either.
You might want to mute it up, Green Shirt Guy.
I probably won't ruin it for me on that.
I'm okay with spoilers.
Try to
as
be
well.
cryptic if you can.
Full on spoilers for me. I'm still gonna see it.
All right. Clifford, give me a hashtag. Yes.
Hashtag Russian roulette.
Russian roulette. Is that going to give me flag? Let's spell roulette.
Wait, all right, how about this? Hashtag Twitter monkeys.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know.
Yeah, that's part of it. Hashtag Twitter monkeys. All right, that's gonna be the first one. Let me put it up here. StreamYard, you're changing all your stuff here. I know you're advancing, but all right. Hashtag Twitter monkey. Let me put it as a banner.
I'll put my hashtag in the private chat.
All right. Yes. Green shirt guy Phil, do the same, please.
No. Yeah.
All right. So Twitter monkeys at the bottom. That's your first hashtag. You put that in, and we'll spin it in a few minutes, and we'll see who gets one of the ducks for the July monthly giveaway.
I'm
Well,
hoping
let's
the
get-
Canadian Survivors is in the chat. I hope he wins again.
Canadian Survivor. Let me see. Come on.
So
He
Sam,
won 3 on our show.
Hold
did
on.
you see all the DMs I sent you today?
No.
Open
In what? Instagram?
Open your Instagram real quick.
Yeah, I gotta get better with checking my Instagram ones. I will. Joseph Michaels is in the house. Lisa Noble, haven't seen you in a while. Lisa, thank you
Hey,
for coming
Lisa.
back.
Son.
L. Ron Hubbard's in the house. Thank you guys for
I
joining
didn't get no
us.
DMs.
All right, before we get into the Superman, don't be jealous, Eagles. Before we get into the Superman review, let's get into that box office, Phil. And I have all the numbers from last week that I wouldn't put your
If you did it.
I wouldn't put your peanut butter jelly in the air too high there, Cliff.
Yes, you should. Because in case you didn't, if you look at your DMs,
No. I did not accept anything after that. What you said last week was the final number. So if
Exactly.
you wrote a different number, it does not count because nobody else got that shot. So you don't get it.
Correct. And we were saying well before what we thought, so you can't
Yes.
adjust it.
You can't adjust it after you've seen the
Again,
movie.
you are both assuming something that I have not said.
Okay.
I thought he didn't have all the
Well,
numbers.
let me go look in the
And
evidence
in
here.
case you didn't have all the numbers, I gave you all the numbers of the movie. Not hear what I said last week, whatever.
Oh, you talking about the box office numbers?
Yeah, the box office.
Why are you letting us know if we have the numbers? We put the numbers up every week. Of course we have the
Right,
numbers.
but I was afraid that Box Office Mojo was not updating fast enough.
No,
So
I saw
was
that
sending
too.
you
I saw
all
that.
the other resources on the internet to back it up.
I saw that. All right, Clifford.
Gee,
Phil,
Ready,
Yeah.
darn it.
Phil, take it away.
All right. So the box office for this weekend, your number one movie is Superman. Domestic $122 million opening with a worldwide of 217.
All right, you guys want to hear the numbers?
Let's hear the numbers.
I think I said
All right.
120, right?
Hold on, I'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
to you. I got your number right here. I got it right
Grisha
here.
guy.
No,
We
you
don't
were
say
just
what
below.
Grisha guy got, okay? Okay.
What?
Oh no! Don't worry, Green Sugar. I got you back. We're gonna say it. All right, we're gonna. I'm gonna start off with
Go high to low.
the box office, domestic box office.
Yeah, go high to low.
In last place was a tie. It was Clifford and Phil.
Ooh,
They-
I was in last place.
They said 150 million. So they were 28 off.
Grisha guy, I think it's something wrong with your camera.
In third place is C Bizzle. He said 140 million.
I went too far off.
I'll be in second place because I was the most further away. I'll be second place. I said 100 million, so I was 22 under. The closest, yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. The closest on the domestic box office is our very own green shirt guy with 118 million.
I'm gonna go back and watch it just to make sure that's right.
So
I'm just
green shirt
kidding.
guy wins on the domestic.
And then what would we said worldwide too? If I remember.
Yeah, all right. Give me a second
Okay,
here.
okay.
Give me a second. I'm
Okay.
doing this. All right. So in last place is Cliff. He
Again.
said 350 million.
Maybe I was too generous.
Maybe.
Next to last place is C Bizzle and Phil. They both said 325. Second place is Green Shirt Guy with 285.
What was it was like 270.
Yeah, 217. And I came in first place with the closest. I had 275.
Okay.
So, let's just don't talk about the movie. Just talk about the box office numbers.
Okay.
And how's it play for this DCU moving forward? Is this a happy number? Is this not a happy number?
I
okay.
think this is a happy number.
It's good for a first weekend.
Yeah, I think this is a good happy number, and I think I think it's a good happy number, and I think this is getting what it really needed was also good word of mouth.
Because Batman v Superman, this is pre-COVID, was 166 domestic.
Really? What was Man of Steel?
I have to look that up. It
What was the
I think
Batman?
it was less than that.
Less than that.
Man of
Yeah, it was
Steel was
less than
116. 116.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
so they're better than Man of Steel.
yeah.
Okay, that's a plus for it.
Which what me and Cliff said it was going to do. It was going to do better than both of those.
What was Man of Steel's worldwide?
That I don't know.
You don't know.
I can look it up.
I think this is a happy number.
I think Warner Brothers is
yeah.
happy with this.
Yeah.
I think they're happy with this. Now the big tell will be next week.
Exactly.
That would be the big tell. Does it
It's gonna
have
drop.
I have a soft drop, or maybe it continues hard, has a nice little
The
drop,
Batman.
or it drops big time. So next week we will see.
I think it's going to drop around 51%.
50%.
Yeah.
They usually
I think
do.
that's about right. Like it's probably a good 50% drop.
It has 2 weeks before Fantastic Four.
The Batman, which came out mid-COVID, made 134 opening weekend.
During COVID.
Well, 2022, so like starting to open back up. No, I don't think we fully opened early 23.
I could see that. Since we start fully opening back up, people wanted to get out the house to go see a movie. And Batman has always been a strong character in comic books alone. To go.
Well, he's the most popular character in the world.
Yeah.
Batman. So.
Yeah.
Well, him and Spider-Man. I'm a Batman guy, but I would say Spider-Man's right there.
Yeah, Spider-Man's like close second. The three, Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man are the top 3 characters.
And as far as sales goes, it's Batman, One Piece, Superman, then Spider-Man.
Well, One Piece is.
I
meant like in our comic book world.
I'm just going by sales. That's all I'm. Yeah. And One Piece just passed Superman, not too long ago.
So
I think it's a good opening.
I do too.
A good opening weekend.
Let's predict the drop. Phil?
Next week this movie is at 60 million.
Say 60.
Maybe even domestically. I might even go lower to like 55 actually.
55 for Phil.
Yeah.
C Bizzle.
What are we doing? Is this like
second week?
Domestic and worldwide, or just domestic?
No, well, yeah, Phil, give me a worldwide number 2.
Okay. The worldwide number is going to be. We're gonna hit like 318 worldwide.
Oh, so it'll be up to 318. You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Total?
So you're gonna
Total,
you're gonna give what they're gonna make next week in domestic, but your worldwide, you're gonna give what the total will be.
Yeah.
That time.
Yep.
Cliff.
The drop. I'll say 51%.
Well, give me a number. How much do you think it's gonna make next week?
But the worldwide number?
Wait, Cliff, give me a number of what you think it's gonna make.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you. A worldwide number?
No, the domestic number. You said
What's the
51%.
domestic
Give me a number.
first?
Oh, domestic for next week?
Yeah.
Um,
If you're saying 51%,
I know I'm doing math.
it's about 66.
I'm gonna say
Or is it 66? Yeah.
so. Domestic next week, I'm gonna say 183.
No. Give me your 1 week of what it's gonna make next week. 183.
So if you think
I'll,
it's 183,
I'll do the math for you.
I'm
Cliff,
imagining,
all right?
okay,
You think it's
61
I'll do the
million.
math for you. I'll do the
61
math.
domestic million this week is what I'm guessing.
All right. And what do you think the worldwide is going to be total next week?
The worldwide total as of next week?
Yeah.
So 327.
327. Okay. See, Bizzle, your domestic for the next week, the 1 week.
My domestic is going to be. I'm gonna go a little high. So I'm gonna go. I have 53%, so it's around 65 million.
65 million. And then your
And
worldwide.
then worldwide, I'm gonna go 330.
30. All right, green shirt guy. How much do you think it's gonna make next week? Domestic.
Hold on, let me think. Um, 58.
58. And then the worldwide total?
330.
330. All right. I'm going to be a little more optimistic. Just a little. I'm going to say 70 million
Mhm.
domestic. And at the worldwide. Oh, I got to do some numbers here.
Mhm.
Was it 217 right now? 217. I'm going to go 387 worldwide.
Hmm.
I think it's
Well,
going to.
has it opened up everywhere?
I believe so.
Okay, because if it hadn't, then I would adjust my number. But
387. I'm gonna say because I think the box office 122. I think 70s for the movie. I think 70 is a nice number, and I think it should make another 100 million international. I think so. This is a happy number because the actual budget for the movie was 225. So worldwide 217. Well, 225 budget as far as the production budget, but you have to double it and add a half for the marketing. So what's that? 225. That's 450. And then
475.
like 475. Yep. You need about 475 to break even, which I think
They'll get that. They'll do. They'll do that. I'll be surprised if this does not hit a half a million, 500 million. I'll be
it
shocked.
should. It should. All right, Phil, give us the rest of that.
Well, speaking of movies that have hit like halfway to the billion mark, Jurassic Park Rebirth made 40 million over the weekend, on halfway to the
Yeah.
billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
232 domestic. Worldwide it's up to 529 million.
Wow.
People
I'm
love that.
I'm not surprised.
F1 made 13 million, and that is up to 393,
F1
almost
doing
400 million.
Damage. Okay.
Yeah,
Boys
people are
love
going
fast
to the
food.
movies again.
Well,
How to
it-
Train Your
an
Dragon.
F1 movie though worldwide, come on, it's gonna make a bunch of money.
You're
A
right.
NASCAR movie domestically is going to do well. An F1 movie is going to do well overseas.
Yeah.
It did about double what we had.
Yeah.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon made 7,800,000 over the weekend. That brings it up to 560 worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
Elio was number 5, made 3,900,000. It was looking pretty bad after its first week. It is up to 117 worldwide.
That's just gonna be mainly streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. 28 years later, made 2,725,000. That brings that worldwide number up to 138.
That could have been better.
38 million. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning comes in. Oh, I'm sorry. Lilo and Stitch made 2,700,000, and I think it's gonna crack it. Probably next.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's gonna hit it.
994
It's definitely
worldwide.
gonna hit it.
I wasn't sure if it had the gas in the tank. Now I'm pretty sure that next week, because especially 2 million here, almost 3. I think it's got it. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning was number 8 with 1,420,000, and that worldwide number is 584.
I think they should be ecstatic for that number, even though I know it cost them a whole lot of money to make that movie. They're ecstatic for that.
Mega 2.0 made another 1,350,000, and that brings it worldwide to 36 million.
Now, pause on that, Phil. When I went to go today to see Superman with Kamara, they had the sign up for the Megan popcorn bucket. And I was like, oh, they wanted $50 for the Megan popcorn bucket.
And what? You didn't see the $50 Superman popcorn buckets?
Well, I didn't see the prices before on any of them. So
well, guess what? Like, I saw the prices on Tuesday night, and the prices were a hell and a no for me. I was like, hey,
that's
I love Superman, and I can't, I'm not justifying. I can't justify these overglorified popcorn prices, And the Superman ones are cute, so I can't even use them for other situations.
Well, so, and if you also have to look if as a collector too. I mean, whatever. Looking forward, let's for argument's sake say 5 years down the road, do you want to flip that? Those things don't hold zero value. Nobody wants to pay what you're not getting
a used popcorn bucket, like
even if you never used it, a brand new one. Nobody's paying $50 for a popcorn bucket. No chance.
Because once you buy them, don't they come in like their own plastic wrap, and you have to take it up.
All right. Well, that's all I wanted. I thought that was crazy.
I think this movie's gonna do pretty well when it hits streaming. Really, this is the more of a streaming movie.
What did the first Megan make?
You'll make me do some research.
Yeah.
The audience needs to know. See, because the audience needs to know.
Materialists.
Oh, hold on. See, what?
I said they're watching us on the computer. They can do their research. Go ahead, Phil.
Materialists came in with 720,000, and that brought it to 49 million worldwide.
Just quick heads up. Megan 1 made 181 mil.
Ooh, that's a big drop.
Yeah.
After that, Sorry Baby, The Phoenicia Scheme, Ballerina, Abrams Boys, Like the Chuck. Thunderbolts coming in at number 20, making $9,000.
Woo!
Bringing it up to 382 worldwide.
Man. Could not hit that 4. All right.
Yeah, Superman kind of beat this in a weekend. Just even out all this time, Superman has done this in a weekend.
All right. Well, that's the box office, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Phil.
Yep.
We're gonna lead right in to our Superman spoiler discussion.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert!
You need to create something that has a clip that says spoiler alert for our weekly shows like this.
Yeah, I'll make one. You're right.
Yes.
It'll be spicy.
See, you don't have to do the clips anymore. So this,
Yeah, that's
All
right. All right, Superman. New James Gunn movie, first chapter in the Gods and Monsters DCU. Let's talk about. First, we're gonna give everybody who's seen it a couple minutes to discuss it. You get about 2 minutes to give me a little review, and then we'll talk a little bit at the end of it. So I'm gonna let. You know what? I'm gonna go first.
All right.
I'm gonna go first.
Hold on. There.
Hey, look at that.
Love you, Cliff.
That was
Well,
wonderful. Phil, time me. 2 minutes. Everybody gets 2 minutes on it.
All right. So go ahead.
All
I'm
right.
all close to time. Yeah.
So I went with Kamaria to see Superman. We sat down, we started it. And I'm going to say that I thought Superman was a good movie. I didn't think it was a great movie. I thought it was on the level of the first Iron Man, which gives it a plus because this is the first of the DC universe going forward. Corn Sweat is not my favorite Superman at the moment. He's okay. Though people say a lot about Henry Cavill, now that I see Corn Sweat, I really like Henry Cavill's Superman compared to Corn Sweat. I was not a fan of the suit. Seeing it throughout the movie, it was okay, but I just thought it just moved too much. I'm not used to that. Like, whatever. Mr. Fantastic was great, awesome, fun. Mr. Terrific. I'm sorry, Mr. Terrific.
wrong property.
Yeah, he was terrific. He was one of the best parts. Guy Gardner was great in this. Hawk Girl was not great. Hawk Girl to me was like, what did you guys do? You shrunk this character down, not physically, but like, I just did not believe her as a Hawk Girl. Like, we know Hawk Girl from like Justice League Unlimited and all that other stuff. That's just not that character. Lex is a whiner, but deadly. Deadly. Kind of shocked me that moment where he did the Russian roulette. That's why you said Russian roulette before, huh? When he did the Russian roulette with the guy, that was like, whoa. But overall, I give the movie an 8. I thought it was a good movie. It's a good stepping forward. Horrible end credit scenes, though. No purpose to it whatsoever. And I was happy of the cameo that came at the end. That does give you some tie-in to the next movie. But that's my review. Phil.
All right. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good movie. There again, not great, but like really good. And I was happy with it, especially like being like, this was James Gunn's big shot at the DC universe. I think it paid off. I think he did a good job with it. I don't know. I liked like all the Justice Gang. I didn't even mind like Hawkgirl so much because these are like secondary characters that never even got like screen time before. So we have nothing to like really compare anything to. Like, nobody's been a better Hawkgirl because it's the first one. So but
Second
you know
one.
what? I what's up?
Second one, Black Adam.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Totally forgot.
I didn't see Black Adam. So
Third one, if you count the show.
Yeah. Anything else, Bill?
No, I enjoyed the movie. I think a 8 to 8.5 is on par. I think it's been like the best Superman movie probably since like I liked it better than Man of Steel, and honestly, I liked it better than like Henry Cavill's like stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 8 to 8.5, somewhere in that range.
All right. Clifford. You have 2 minutes, Clifford. Let it rip.
Well, I love this iteration of the characters. I thought he was fabulous as Superman. I thought Rachel was phenomenal as Lois. In fact, I'm just going to go and talk about how wonderful Lois is. Lois is a full-fledged character in this movie. She's not just simply his love interest. She gets to be a reporter in this movie. She gets to be intelligent. She gets to be his reporter rival. She gets to save the day in her own right. Her plot line, unlike looking at you, Dawn of Justice, her plot line isn't pointless. Her plot line is there so that somebody can take down Lex legally when all is said and done. Lois and the Daily Planet come through on all of that, and I love it. Mr. Terrific, scene stealer, but also Mr. Terrific wouldn't be there if it weren't for Lois. So I got to keep that in mind too. Metamorpho, wonderful, loved him, loved his moments with the Justice Gang, loved these two fake countries, get into it, and I get it. Love Superman having to face what that's like, love the way Lois questioned him, love how everybody else acted, love how Jimmy is oblivious to women being attracted to him, think that that's great. The two end credit scenes are there for fun. The finale of the movie gives you all the DC Universe setup you could want. The Justice Gang goes and does stuff in another country, and Rick Flag Sr. doesn't like it. That's set up. Supergirl shows up. That's set up. And Lex goes to Belle Reve. That is set up. So all of that is excellent. And I don't care. I don't care if no one agrees with me. 10 out of 10.
Whoa!
Is that
Superman fan?
Is Bell Rev Nightwings? No, that's Bloodhaven. Never mind.
That's Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
Bell Rev is like the raft for DC.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, so now let's open it up to a wider discussion.
Boner Jam.
Oh yeah, let's give a shout out to Boner Jams. Boner Jams with the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Boner Jams.
He missed Dr. Von Hoot. He missed.
When are we going to review Basic Instinct Club, you guys? I love to Dr. Von Hoot.
Why do I need a wellness check?
Just because you requested it, Boner Jams, we might not do it. But since you super chatted, we might have to change our mind on it.
Why do I need a wellness check?
We'll find out in a minute. Steve I think it's because your head is down so much. That's why he was saying wellness check.
So let's chat it up.
Okay.
10 out of 10, Cliff.
10 out of 10. I Cliff really enjoyed the movie. Like, you know what? It's one of those things that we haven't had. Like, one of the things I really liked about this movie is that this is a comic book.
I can't remember the last time I woke up feeling so good as I did the day after this movie. I just woke up chipper and happy. And, if a movie can do that for me, I don't give a damn about the CGI was a little bit off for 38 seconds in the film.
I didn't think any of the CGI was off in this movie. I thought
I mean, if I wanted to go down that road of darkness, I could, but I won't. I won't because I woke up feeling great the next day. Oh no, I didn't like Hawkgirl scream. I don't care. I wanted her to scream more and bash heads in. It was, by the way, this is Kendra Saunders, not Shayera Hall. Justice League Unlimited is Shayera Hall.
Shayera?
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
So they might have her killed off.
Then technically,
Hawkgirl.
So technically, Phil is right. This is the first Hawkgirl.
Hawkgirl. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Although Kendra is also, is Kendra Hawkwoman on Legends of Tomorrow?
You're gonna have to make me watch that again. I'm not sure.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. I don't know.
The Justice Gang was a lovely world building.
The Justice Hall.
The Hall of Justice was in it, which was really cool.
There. That was pretty cool.
Question: When they showed the jail, did they do any cameos of future villains or possible villains?
No.
Okay.
Not a single one. That's
that's actually surprised me was I didn't know Metamorpho was going to be in this movie until
you didn't?
Yeah, I didn't. I really kind of kept this movie at bay as best I can. I do a lot of these comic book movies. I keep them at bay, the most I can. So like that was a pleasant surprise for me when he like shows up.
I thought the Ultraman thing wasn't too great.
Now, why not? Because because of course I'm ready to argue on that one too.
Maybe because even if I did, I feel like even if I didn't know certain plot points, that I still would have figured it out.
It was super easy to figure it out. As soon as they were able to enter the fortress,
that's what I mean.
He's a goddamn clone. It's a clone.
Yeah.
You know. Now, what I like is it's opened the door to Bizarro or
Bizarro.
Man. It can go either way because we don't know what happens once he gets sucked through that black hole. He could show up on another Earth and start a crime syndicate.
I would prefer that over Bizarro.
Right. I would also prefer that over Bizarro. You know, let Bizarro be something different. Also, the fact that we know that Lex is messing with Superman's DNA opens the door for Connor Kent if they should so do so. Should they want to do so?
True. My worst character of the movie is Jimmy Olsen.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he came off as a pretty good
Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Like, there's no, like, he's sitting there in the beginning of the movie, and two girls across the hall from their job, like, oh my God, he's so hot. And I was like, what? Like, and then it doesn't show any kind of thing like he's Mr. Hot or anything.
No, but he's oblivious.
But
That's the beauty of it.
He also pulls Teschmacher.
Right.
Like,
and then says, your hot girlfriend. He goes, she's hot? Like, that's what I love about it. No, I thought that was very good.
Like it. I didn't
really actually like because that became a like kind of a plot point where like you know the girl that was working for Lex was really like an idiot and like she kind of like come through as like no, she was really smart.
That's why the question like go ahead.
Was the girl working for Lex? Was it Mercy?
I don't think it was.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody else.
It would have been cool, like if Mercy was, because Mercy's kind of a very likable character. I do like Mercy.
I'm pretty sure they'll bring her in the sequel.
Now, I do want to say something y'all did not catch. Whatever you call the Lex suit people, what were they?
Oh, they were Planet Watch.
Okay, so Planet Watch guy number 1, the one who yells at Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane, was played by Michael Rosenbaum.
Really?
Yes.
Very nice cameo. Very nice.
Very nice cameo.
Mr. Terrific. Oh, I'd watch something with
Give him a whole movie. Give him a whole movie right now.
He's pretty dope.
He's horrible. Don't ever watch it. Wait till after I get his first appearance, okay? And after that, then y'all can praise him.
No, he's dope in this movie. Like,
no, I don't want to hear that.
That's something I did like about this movie. Even with like the extra characters, this is still like a Superman movie, and it does not do like too much. Like it's still.
No, everyone gets to have a moment,
and
the moments reflect Superman. Like Superman's like, I don't want to hurt this giant creature. I want to get it somewhere safe. And Mr. Terrific is like, oh my God, you're so unrealistic, and blows up the creature from the inside, you know? And he's like, we can't be doing that. And Superman's like all sad about it, you know? Or like, he can't find Crypto at all. He's devastated by the fact that the dog's been stolen. Lex is, as usual, playing him for a fool. And like, he floats into his apartment all bummed out. And she's like, oh, were you helping them out there? He goes, oh, that's a fifth dimensional.
That is a really cool scene because they are fighting this giant monster outside, and him and Lois are just talking.
Yeah. Exactly. This is fine.
That was a very James Gunn.
Yeah, that was very James Gunn.
Did y'all notice Lex's right-hand man was named Otis? Yes, I did. And I noticed that Otis, this time Otis is black, and this time Otis is competent. So I thought that was a nice up. I found, as far as I can concerned, he got a full upgrade. But that was really funny.
And then the reveal at the end that Crypto is not really his dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's where I looked.
I was at the theater and I was like, you know what? And I was eating my popcorn at the theater, and I know the movie is really winding down, going to wrap up, and I was like, wait. Wasn't there supposed to be like a Supergirl? And then they mentioned it, and I was like, oh, "Okay, she's coming."
Yeah, she's coming.
Sir, your cousin
she's coming with a bottle of Jack Daniels, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready.
Who's supposed to be playing her again?
The
Who's it been?
Targaryen from Game of Thrones.
She's going from one
Young one,
franchise to
though.
the next.
Yeah, the younger one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? What else? The ending was the whole Lex splitting open the dimension thing and destroying the city.
The Pocket Universe.
Yeah, I felt like that was very.
It was very comic book. Like,
Yeah.
it was a comic book villain
Like-
thing to do.
Like the fact that he wasn't worried about it. Like,
yeah.
Lex.
I know, and that's
Oh.
very Justice League Unlimited.
He said the exact words. Let's keep going until it's going to destroy a city I care about.
But yeah.
So yeah, it's very
It's
comic
the
and very
most
comic book
flexible.
villain.
I have
He
a
did.
question. I have a question for each one of y'all that watched this film.
Go ahead.
With this film, are y'all more excited about the DCU or less excited or still on par?
I'm gonna go with more excited now. Like because
I'm-
it was that's 2 for 2 now because Creature Commandos was good and I enjoyed that and I enjoyed Superman. So I guess it is the James Gunn DCU.
I wouldn't say I'm excited. I would say I'm ready for it. Let's see what you got. You know, I'm open for it. You know what I mean? It's a good movie. It's the first great state that I like the intro. So what? 300 years ago was when the first metahumans started appearing on Earth. Then 3 decades ago was the next one.
Yeah.
Where-
like-
okay,
A baby crash lands on Earth.
I saw a clip, and I want Cliff. I know you know about DC more than anybody here. I want you to confirm it for me. JSA.
What about you? Think they
What
could
they,
be around?
what they mentioned in the movie. I thought I saw a clip of them in the movie.
No, they were not
No.
mentioned.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure
there's
I'm
no,
not mentioned, but I saw like a mural with them on it.
You know, it could be a mural inside the Hall of Justice that I
That's what I'm
probably would have
thinking.
missed. Maybe,
I saw the
perhaps,
clip of it. Yeah.
maybe. Because the Hall of Justice, it kind of seems like, if you think about it that way, that maybe it was the Justice Society's place first.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the Justice Gang is just there. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's like loose packages, like,
Yeah,
like
but
somebody's
they're
kind of lived there already.
They're
You know what I
funded
mean?
by Maxwell Lord, so
But he could have bought that Justice Hall though. whatever,
No,
you
and
know?
also the JSA always operated out of a brownstone. So we would.
Mm.
I'm not saying that they couldn't do that. I'm just saying I would not go that route.
Gotcha.
And also, I feel like the JSA operating out of a brownstone speaks to who the JSA is.
I agree with that.
Just my last thought on it. I don't want Superman 2. I want like a World's Finest to be next. I don't want to see another solo Superman movie. That's just me. I think it's put into place. They already introduced some characters. Let's widen out this world. We don't need another Superman 2 because we're gonna get Supergirl coming up next. And I think a World's Finest with Superman and Batman would be, in my opinion, the best route
Well,
for a sequel.
We also got the Green Lantern show.
And the Green
as
Lantern
well.
show. Yeah.
We got a Green Lantern show. We got Supergirl. All are in production or in post production at this point.
Mhm.
You know, I'm more excited, and also like I got enough Batman and Superman already to last me a hot minute. Like they can give me a Wonder Woman movie, give me a Batman movie, bring me the Justice League. We could do Superman Batman team up afterwards. I'll be fine. Like I don't have to rush that. That's like it's just not a rush.
There was a mural in the Hall of Justice. Oh, there's a JSA on it. It's during Lois talking. Okay.
Lincoln, you'll miss it. Ooh.
Yeah. No, don't rush this like they did with the Snyderverse. Let this cook. I just don't see where a second Superman movie could go.
Bring
Like,
out your crock pot and put it to low.
I
Put
mean,
it to low.
and Superman's been Superman for 3 years so far.
Yes.
yeah.
So, and he knows the Justice Gang. He knows all them. And they know him. Blah blah All right. Anybody got any last thoughts before we end this segment?
Just go see it. I think it's enjoyable. I can recommend it. I enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen Superman, go see it. It is a good comic book movie.
See it in IMAX, but one that has working AC.
Okay.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Go see Superman.
You don't have to tell me twice, Cliff. I'm in Texas.
There you go. There you go. It should be a crime. It should be a crime. A crime.
Right.
We got a couple ducks to spin. Let's do this duck first. 15 seconds on the clock. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and draw. Round and round it goes.
Hey!
Canadian Survivalists, I can guarantee you that before the show, C Bizzle was hoping for you to win a duck. And
he went 3 for 3. They're filling the blanks. Like,
Yeah.
Oh wow, he's on fire.
He's on a 4-duck streak.
Truly.
Okay. Next hashtag will be Retro Expo 2026.
Yes,
Put a banner
I
up.
will. That's my hashtag. I will be attending that show next year. It's going on as I'm talking to you guys right now. It's literally like 10 minutes away from where I live, and it's going on right now. Unfortunately, I had to pay a few bills, and I unfortunately couldn't go. I'm definitely going next year.
And before we do the review, I'm just going to do a couple announcements real quick. Young at Heart Foundation is a great organization run by our good friend Mike out in California. They have great things going on for the kids waiting medical procedures out there. A couple ways that you can help this organization. Go to youngatheartfoundation.com, scroll down, click this register to become a donor button for Donate at Life America. Because listen, people, 100,000 people are more than 100,000 people are waiting for a life-saving transplant. And you can help if you feel it in your heart. You can register to be an organ donor today, and you can help those people out. Another way, if you don't feel like giving up anything, you can sponsor a Hope Kit. 100% tax deductible. Send in money. They'll create these great little gift boxes for the kids, and then they'll give that to them. So those two options. And if you have any other way that you want to help, give Mike and the organization a call at 323-396-9998 or email them at info@youngatheartfoundation.com. All 10 of us. This is our home away from home. It's located in Hyde Park, New York, 870 Violet Avenue, Hyde Park, New York. Owned by our good friend Anthony. Anthony has a great special for you guys out there that want to get your comic books every week. Your shops are too far away. Your shop's not treating you well. You're just having a difficult time getting your comics every week. Get in touch with Anthony. He will get your pull list. He'll bag and board your books at no extra cost and take 10% off the order and ship that out to you. If that's something that you want to do, give him a call at 845-233-4234 or email him at alternaverse2@aol.com. The website is alternaverse.net. Comics, cards, and toys. They also do card tournaments on the weekend, Lorcana, Pokemon, Magic. Get in touch with Anthony, and he will give you the schedule. We are also part of this grand Sunday lineup, ladies and gentlemen, that started at 9:30 a.m. with the Sunday Comic Book Hangover Show. 10:45 was Bleecker Street Comics. At 3 p.m. was Conversations with the Community. Of course, 5 p.m. Council of Comics every Sunday, as always. At 6 p.m. is Hero for Hire Comic Club Sunday Super Show Extravaganza. And at 7 p.m. is Kicking It with K-Pop. They're going over Orion. Then at 8:30 at Week's End, Legion of Comics. Watch out, some spoiler alerts. At 9 o'clock is Black Crown Comics featuring Paperweight Collects for their weekly comic wrap-up, episode number 98. So make sure you tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty then. It's time for our movie of the week, ladies and gentlemen. It is Clifford's movie, It is his trilogy. The first movie of his trilogy is Waiting to Exhale for Angela Bassett. This movie came out in 1995. It's directed by Forrest Whitaker, written by Terry McMillan and Ron Bass, and it stars Whitney Houston, Angela Bassett, Loretta Devine, and of course we're not going to forget Leela Rashawn. So we're not going to forget her at all. So Clifford, I'll let you get the first say about this.
I was afraid.
Wait, before you do, it's based on Terry McMillan's novel. This film follows 4 very different African American women and their relationships with men. Go.
Their relationships with men, as told to us through the lens of society in Phoenix, Arizona, as they face heartbreak, betrayal, and self-discovery. Anyhow, we got Savannah Jackson, which is Whitney Houston, as a TV producer. She's moved to Phoenix in hopes that her affair with a married man will become something more. I like to call him bootleg Denzel Washington. Did any of you get bootleg Denzel Washington feelings watching this movie? Because it was some severe.
No.
So,
I got definitely other feelings from watching this movie.
Yeah.
because he was like, I was like, if anyone was here to be a bootleg version of some other actor, he was officially bootlegging Denzel. Now, Bernadine is Angela Bassett, housewife, mother. Her husband of 11 years left her for a white woman. You know, of course, she's got multiple iconic scenes, including my favorite and probably every other gay and gal out there where she lights the car on fire with the stuff in it. You know, she rebuilds her life. Gloria by Loretta Devine, beauty salon owner, single mom, overprotective of her son, has to learn how to be in touch with herself, needs to deal with her ex-husband being gay, all that stuff. And of course, Leela Rashawn playing Robin, working in corporate America, having self-esteem issues, always falling for the wrong man. Girl, I feel you. And together, this movie is about self-respect, independence, friendship, sisterhood, empowerment. I love it. And only a $16 million budget. You know?
Unless
iconic soundtrack by Babyface,
yes,
featuring Whitney Houston, Mary J. Blige, Tony
Yeah.
Braxton. Yes, it is Black Hollywood cinema at 90s finest.
and let's not forget the gentleman that's in this, Gregory Hines, Leon
Oh,
Robertson.
a last minute addition, by the way.
He was
So
Donald Faison,
Yes.
Michael Beach.
Yeah.
Like
this
it's-
movie had like all of the black superstars from the 90s, except
Yes.
for like Mekhi Phifer and Omar Epps.
and Wesley Snipes.
And
Yeah.
no, Wesley Snipes is
And
in it.
Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
Wesley Snipes is in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Denzel Washington I'll give you, but Wesley Snipes is in
Yeah.
it.
Leon, boy, he played the same character in every movie.
He
Even
really
when it's a
does.
bio, even when it's a biopic.
Whatever gets him the paychecks.
It's true.
He
Yeah,
you ever
there's
see
a
the
lot
Hank
of
Gathers
people.
story where he was Hank Gathers?
Yes.
He cannot play basketball.
No. And
I've-
let's not forget the other favorite person. The one that
Mhm.
always hits on his mom.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
The guy that
Yeah.
always hits on Cliff's mom.
Oh,
Gus-
oh,
Gus,
Gino, Carlo Esposito's.
Oh,
Giancarlo.
Giancarlo. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is in this movie.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Loretta's ex-husband. Remember, he comes to see the son, and
Yeah.
she's
He's
like,
gay.
"Oh, you're
Oh.
gonna stay the night," and he's like,
He's-
"I'm
Scroll down
I've been
because it
blessed."
should show him. I didn't think that was him. Scroll down.
No, they don't have him here.
He's
That's him.
uncredited.
Yeah.
He's uncredited.
Yeah, he's in here
there.
though. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of like Michael Beach. I feel like this was the movie that people
That
started
made
hating
everybody
him.
hate him. Yeah. This is it.
I never
This is
seen
it.
people hate this dude so much, and then you keep
Yeah.
playing dudes that you hate.
Yeah.
But he made money off of that. Who else? This guy, Brandon Hammond. He's that kid, the young kid, the son.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I was like, who's that guy? I was like, that kid reminds me of somebody. And it was Brandon
Oh, he played in a
Hammond.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. But this is your fake Denzel, Dennis Haysbert, Cliff?
Yes. Fake Denzel.
Yeah.
All day and all night, fake Denzel.
I mean-
Just look at him. Look at him.
I don't know about all that, but
No, because he's absolutely obviously not Denzel, but
clearly.
but he's like the shape of Denzel. Like they were like, oh, if we got ladies in the audience with if we got visually,
You mean it in that he's the only one that's clean shaven in the whole movie?
I mean, but I'm just saying he has the shape of Denzel and a little bit of the projection, but he's
none
not
of the mannerisms, none of the
Oh.
presence.
Oh,
Completely different
no,
voice.
I mean, I emphasize he is the bootleg version of Denzel. You know,
Side note, he was also Kilowog in the Justice League cartoon show.
He's a decent actor. I would never associate him with Denzel.
no, but it's one of those things where
You're
damn,
gonna get a suit.
you
clip if
know
that happens.
they wanted Denzel. It's one of those things where they obviously wanted Denzel, and it's we had to settle for this.
If anybody should have been in this movie, Denzel should have been in this movie. You are correct.
Yeah,
Wesley Snipes is in it. I understood the movie. I understood the woman's point of view. Because listen, I grew up in the 90s as a young cat, and I saw the older males and the people around me. I saw how they acted, and they acted like all these dudes that they had in this movie. You know what I mean?
but
So it's not far off.
Here's the issue
So-
I have though, and I'm not whatever, but in some cases, I'm not saying that the women deserved it, but when you keep going back
Yes, that is a problem.
Yeah.
and you go
That
back
is a
to
big,
him,
that's a
second
big
and third
problem.
and fourth time, now it's on you.
Yeah,
If you know he's a piece of shit, don't go back to him.
yeah.
Oh, I need to get laid. Okay, well, find somebody that's good to you and get laid by that guy.
That's that is something that goes on with this. And they're
I don't feel bad for most of them because of it.
yeah.
I love the movie, but the one part that made me just cringe was the Wesley Snipes. His wife is dying,
Yeah,
and he's falling in love with somebody that he met one night.
right.
Writing her letters, and she's considering it.
Well,
Like,
You don't believe in love at first sight?
oh no,
explain to me.
his wife is dying. The disrespect is and for them to approach it in a way like she's her heart is fluttering when she's reading the love letter, and I was like, my girl, his wife is dying, and he's writing you a letter about how he's in love with you. That is the most disrespectful, disgusting thing that
How
I've ever
about
seen.
only because she kind of said no, they didn't sleep together.
Wife is still dying.
Wife's still alive. Let me, as the only married man in the room right now. If I was on business somewhere and I slept in the same bed as a woman, whether I slept with her or not, my wife is gonna be hot pissed.
Livid.
Yeah.
Oh, you
more
don't have
pissed
to be
than
married
you
for
wanna
that.
Talk about in here. So let's just get over the fact that they didn't sleep together and it's okay. It's not.
Let me put it like this.
You had an affair without consummating the affair, if you will.
Let me put it like this. You don't have to be married for a wife. Your significant other to be hot.
Okay.
I guarantee you, if Sam was that Sam, Kamari is not going to be like,
Oh, that should chop me up into a million pieces. Is you crazy?
yeah.
Is you crazy?
Multiple people basically spit on marriage throughout the whole
Cliff is
movie.
just being quiet over there.
Yeah.
Cliff is, look at him in the corner. He's literally in the corner of the screen, just
The movie was about a lot of complicated relationships, and
That's one way to put it.
I'm not going to pretend like I don't know people to have complicated relationships, past and present.
I just
but
feel like this
relationships
movie.
are complicated just in the
Yeah.
nature.
I feel like this movie, I don't know if it did it intentionally, but was making all women to be like this, because even the mother was horrible. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The mother wanted her to get with like this other married person, like, and I was like, wait a minute, where's the character woman that's gonna be like, no, this is not the way to act. This is not the way to be. You know what I
That's
mean?
almost
only
Gloria. That's almost
Yeah,
Gloria
I was
in
gonna
the
say, Gloria's the
movie.
only
Yeah,
one
no,
that really-
Gloria is the more grounded one.
Yeah,
And she's the only one, like, in the movie, I think, like, toward the end, it's like, you know, I've acted silly. And like,
Yeah.
she's accepted it, at least.
yeah.
I was okay
Where
with her.
the other
literally
ones, I wasn't even, like, happy with, like, the results of everything. Like, you know, it was just
the
like,
only character I liked in the whole movie was Gregory Hines.
yeah.
The rest of them you
Yeah.
can keep.
Damn,
Literally
you
the
couldn't
rest
even give Gloria a piece? Not a tidbit for Gloria? Come on.
Gloria, I'm gonna give maybe a slight pass. She didn't make a bunch of great decisions either. I'm not blaming necessarily her past on her, but she did some things throughout the movie. I was like, nah, I don't know about that. But Gregory Hines, like, I can't. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop with him the whole movie, going, okay, he's good. Please tell me he's not lying and he actually does have a wife somewhere.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, he was great.
because it's Gregory Hines. Like, he rarely plays a villain or a bad person in any movie.
Well,
Yeah.
he's the bad guy in Renaissance Man till the end.
Yeah, to the end. Because it's
All
Gregory
right.
Hines.
Some favorite parts. Before we wrapping this up, Clifford, you got some favorite parts?
Always and forever, lighting that car on fire and selling shit for $1. I mean, like, oh my God. It's that whole moment is the number
Yeah.
one reason for me choosing this movie. I'll think about that. Also, every time I get pissed at somebody, all I can think about is selling their shit for $1 and lighting their car on fire.
Made no sense
one-
to me because he, like, here's the other thing with this too, right? So I'm not saying that the husband who cheated on her did the right thing. 100% that's wrong. But once he decides I'm divorcing you, he did everything right.
I know, but her.
So
and
he
this
left
is
you
not
down.
about.
He
It's
left
not
you
about
with-
perfect people.
Hold on. He left you at the house. He left you with his car that you could have sold, but you burned it. You
She
left him with
comes
all
off
his possessions that you could have
so
sold and
unhinged.
not had to worry about how are you going to make money until the settlement happens.
And like, even when the
that's 100%
settlement
what you
happened, I thought, like, you know, we see them like dancing out. I thought about the dude, and I was like, and he probably did cartwheels going out of the courtroom knowing he was done with this girl.
Oh,
He
100%.
came off,
Yeah.
he comes off so unhinged because of that. Because that's like, you know, when like you're going through a rough time, and how you go through it is what kind of like defines you.
I think what they're trying to express in the movie is that, you know, at that time, and possibly still in this time now, women have been going through that with certain men, and it's just an explosion building up. So they put it on screen that this is what all of them would want to do. You know what I mean? So there's like, let's show her doing the thing that every woman really wants to do when they get caught in this situation. Frustrated, they want to grab all their clothes, put it in the car, light the car on fire with a cigarette, and walk away like Wolverine and Wolverine Origins.
Everything that she did like that was like so
Hold on.
unhinged. I was like, yo, this is not going to look good for your divorce settlement. Like, I can't imagine why he left.
That was the other thing that struck me throughout this movie, and I'm okay with it because I grew up in the 80s. But how many people were smoking through the whole movie?
Right.
You don't see that at all.
Like, right.
Especially Whitney. Whitney loved to
Yeah.
smoke in real life. This movie was helping nobody.
When she gets when what's her name? Blanket. Angela Bassett gets the first settlement, and it doesn't go well for her, and she goes down to the bar where she meets Wesley Snipes and orders the drink and just starts lighting up. I'm like, you can't. Oh right, this is old. You can smoke inside back then.
Yeah.
And when she was like, I'm going to call, I was waiting for her to pull out her cell phone. I was like, where is
Right.
it? I got cell phones. My favorite
remember,
part of
like,
the movie, I'll tell you
That part of the movie where she's gonna make the call, they show if you in the frame, they show the ashtray, and it's just like cigarettes, like a ton
blood.
of cigarettes.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the movie is when she walked into her ex-husband's or husband at the time job, slapped that woman right in her face.
Well, right there.
That's another, that's another unhinged
I was like, go ahead, girl.
moment. Like,
Go ahead.
And that's where I kind of lost all respect for it.
Oh,
right?
I love
Because,
that
like,
movie.
I fully get you're pissed off. I fully get you. He cheated on you and did wrong. But if you think that's going to help you in court,
But it was more
why did
than
you
that.
not
though.
bring
It's
that?
gonna
up?
help
No, 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 no.
so
Yeah,
much
she made.
more.
She had that'll hurt her, but they tell you why she did it though, because she went to the bank and he took all the money out of the bank.
Well,
as
because
well.
he's afraid she's going to take it.
yeah.
She was tight. You know what I mean?
I also love how she's going to call.
No, I mean,
the woman.
that's I guess what's frustrating. I was like, all right, you're tight, but you take all these, like, like, you know, why'd you kill that person? I was tight. Like,
Well, and you're gonna call the woman, like it's not that it's not her fault.
Well, they were
like,
drunk.
what's that
I've known
gonna do?
people to do that.
Yeah, but why?
They were
What's
drunk.
that gonna do?
No, because
It's not going to do anything. You're right, but I've known people to do that though.
listen, that bitch was cold and condescending to her, and she had already had one too many, and she let loose. And you got to remember that that woman represents the physical embodiment of every sense of betrayal that she is.
So
feeling.
you're allowed to assault her.
Of course not. That's not what
Well,
it's
then
about.
what
that's what the video did.
About that. This story isn't about that. This story is about the emotional trials and tribulation, not about should we put everybody in handcuffs. If we did that with every movie, we'd be here. We'd never.
Yeah, like why did John Wick? He didn't have to
what
go
I'm
kill
saying
those
is-
people.
In a story where it's clearly centered on these four women, right? And so there are, if you will, for lack of a better word, the heroes of the movie. That's not that event. That whole scene is not putting me on her side. No part of that I go, okay, yeah, she should have done that.
Thank you, Lisa Noble. Thank you.
I'm not saying.
Give her a duck. Give her a duck.
No. I said that the woman was wrong. What I'm saying is, you don't make it worse by going and doing that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, but that's not the point of the
Well,
story.
remember, some of her friends are homewreckers too. Remember that.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But although when they have their little friendship blowout, nobody is on homewrecker's side. They're all like, "Why do you keep doing this?" You know, like, so it's like they're, you know, the when they all are going tit for tat with one another, they're exposing what they think of each other too. But the thing is, like, this movie and what's the other one? How Stella Got Her Groove Back. They're about the journey, not about like all the other stuff.
I agree.
You know, these ladies are not our heroes; they're our protagonists.
Yeah,
and they're each in the thick of something, and we're taking the journey with them. Now, I'm not going to say it's absolutely flawless or anything like that, but I do think it's a very entertaining film. I do think the performances are very solid, and I do think the emotional struggles are very real. That does not mean that I condone people slapping left, right, and forward. Do I? But however, I would be remiss if I denied how much I want to flip a car over and set it on fire. I talk about it enough. So,
I'll agree with you that the situations in the movie are real, and probably more so than need to be in the world we live in. But again, most of the situations you brought upon yourself, so I don't feel bad for it.
I know.
So
But
I don't know what I'm
was
supposed to do
so
with this
wrong.
movie because I'm watching and going, that's a bad decision. Oh, here's the consequences. Here's another bad decision. Here's worse consequences.
Also, that's no, I'm not.
I did laugh.
I'm gonna make a jump to tie this to something else. I
did
can't.
laugh though that the one chick that lives in the apartment that's got the balcony. When he's throwing the grapefruit or whatever, and he can't hit her at all, and she picks up one and drills him. That did make me laugh.
right off camera, yeah. He was
All
like the drug addict.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get some numbers on this. Phil, you go first.
Oh, yeah. It was hard for me to actually like like that. I guess Greaser guy. I agree with him. I didn't really like any of the women in this movie, and like Angela Bassett just came. Like I said, she came off to me as completely like unhinged. Like, and there's like just so many like bad decisions. So yeah, I'm giving this movie a 5.
Oh wow, Phil. Okay, it's 5. It is. See Bizzle.
So I watched this movie several times because when I was growing up, I had a whole household full of women. I was the only guy in the household, so I had to watch this film a lot growing up. Um, all four of these are very beautiful women, and even before this and after this, all of them had great careers. But this movie, I don't. There's a lot of bad decision making, but I could attest that to a lot of different movies, to a lot of characters of making bad decisions. But I did enjoy it. I've always enjoyed it because I watched it so many times, sometimes against my will. Um, but I would give this a solid 7.5.
All right, 7.5. Clifford. Wait, no, not Clifford, Sorry, Green Shirt guy.
The only things that really saved this movie for me is I really did like the soundtrack. That took me back.
The soundtrack was great.
The soundtrack's great. There's a lot of songs. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this movie. I didn't. Again, Gregory Hines, I liked. The rest of the characters you can keep. The morality's kind of crap. It's all over the place. They spit on marriage. That's basically in every scene. Anytime someone has a chance to cheat on their significant other, they basically do, and we're supposed to be okay with it because whatever. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Ooh, 4. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I thought it was a good movie. I understand the movie. I remember growing up when the movie came out, and like I agree with Clifford. Like it is about the journey. I don't think we're made to accept their mistakes as something good, because I sure enough don't accept their mistakes as something good, but I think it's there to show us their mistakes, and I don't think the characters think they're doing good as well, except for that fall in love with the love letter thing.
Well, I don't think they think they're doing good, but I think they think they feel justified in what they're doing, which I don't think is okay either.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Now, Cliff, go ahead.
Anyhow, all of them in my book have likable traits and relatable flaws. Obviously, I really like Gloria. I do relate to her, and so of course she's like kind of my undercover favorite. But I do really like Angela Bassett because I know how it feels to be so on the angry tirade train and to be so taken advantage of. But I mean, overall, the movie is mostly about authenticity. I really appreciate real storytelling over like completely controlled narratives. These women are struggling with Blackness and womanhood, and the movie lets the characters breathe and struggle and change for the better, worse, whatever we're watching. I like to think at the end they're all a little bit better than where we found them. So yeah, with all that and me having chose this movie, I'm giving it an 8.
8. That gives it a 6.4. That's better than the IMDb. It's better than the IMDb, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's Waiting to Exhale. What do you guys out there in the audience? Leave a comment with what number you think you should give Waiting to Exhale.
Next week is Strange Days.
Who left out? Somebody left out.
No, we lost Green
Guy. We lost Green Shirt Guy.
He almost bounced back.
Next week is Strange Days, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't like the movie and you kicked me out?
No, I didn't do it. It's episode 146 next Sunday. Strange Days will be the second movie in Clifford's Angela Bassett trilogy. I have not seen this movie.
I haven't seen this movie, so.
And I haven't seen this movie in at least 15 years, so I'm ready.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
All right. So I'm
This is
looking
like
forward.
Ralph Fiennes on his way up,
Yes, it is.
Yes,
It is.
yes, I agree.
and kind of
looking
Julia,
forward.
whatever her name, on her way down.
If you have Hulu or Disney Plus is on that.
All right. And then tomorrow night is episode 150 of the New Keys and Hot Comics show. It's a double-sized duck episode. We're doubling all the ducks for the 150th episode. Battle Beast coming out, second part of Imperial, a new G.I. Joe. We're going to be talking about all that stuff and more. So make sure you tune in tomorrow night, 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific. Then on Wednesday, it's episode 12 of the Council of Comics Live. We have our live community hangout, and you guys can actually come join us in the show by clicking the link. So make sure you tune in at 8 p.m., 5 p.m. Pacific for that. And then next week, next Thursday, it's Fill in the Blanks. They're finishing out their 80s cartoon trilogy. And Thundercats. Thundercats will be the next one, ladies and gentlemen. Thundercats. So make sure you tune in for that.
Do you have your book this time, C-Bizzle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's spin.
I got the other book the day after.
Oh, did you really?
Right.
We're going to spin for a couple ducks because we weren't able to because we were having so much fun. So the first one we'll do is Retro Expo 2026. I'm going to give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw. I'm going to do another drawing after this for another hashtag. So if you're interested, stick around. You might win. Garfwong! Garfwong. All right. And then I'm going to put the third one up. It's going to be... I'll use Phil's. I'll use Phil's because Green Sugar Guy, yours has a word that might get us flagged.
All right, hold on. I can come up with another.
No, we don't need it. We don't need it. We're only doing one more. So,
Gotta be like that. I see how it is.
I'm sorry.
You're not, but it's okay.
Hashtag Pocket Universe. I'll give you a few seconds on that. Let's see who's paying attention out there. I'll give you 15 seconds. Put Pocket Universe. I'll give you the time it takes for me to put it in a banner. Oh, what happened there?
That was wonky.
That was wonky, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do it.
Got wonky right when the music changed. Pocket Universe. All right. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. Count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And draw. Last duck of the night. Who's it gonna be? Joseph Michaels once again.
Hey, oh,
You
he
got-
is model of ducks.
You got to play to win, ladies and gentlemen, and he's always playing.
It's basically Joseph Michaels and Canadian Survivalists taking up all the
Yeah, right.
ducks.
Oh, could Joseph Michaels win the subscriber giveaway?
No.
For the third time?
No, he won the membership 2 times in a row.
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back here again tomorrow night for New Keys and Hot Comics of the Week, episode 150 of that show. I want to thank you guys for watching. Make sure you are subscribed. So, for myself, for Phil, for C-Bizzle, for Green Shirt Guy, for Clifford, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.
Days like the brightest day. Where are the heroes?